Hey everyone, and thank you for joining me today. We are going to walk through a use case of the Sonri Cloud Permissions Firewall. And today we're talking about excessive privilege. So, what does that actually mean? We are talking about IAM users and roles, so that's humans and machines that have access to sensitive permissions that they are not using for an extended period of time. Our research team has found about 92% of identities with access to sensitive permissions do not use them. That is a lot of unnecessary attack surface and increased risk for your organization. So, what can you do about it using the Cloud Permissions Firewall? One of the greatest capabilities about this product is the ability to work at scope. And so you'll see here that right now we have an org level view, but you are able to actually drop down into different OUs, organizational units, or accounts. So we're going to click into Acme Production. You'll see all these figures here change according to the account. We are looking at, 50 IAM users and roles with excessive privilege. So what can your team do? Click into preview here. You will see a list of all those identities that have access to sensitive permissions that are not using them. And so your team is able to go ahead and just click up a button, protect identities, and the product will generate a policy for your team to go ahead and deploy. But I know that can seem like a scary thing. What does this look like as a living, breathing thing as new identities emerge into your environment, or maybe an identity actually needs access to one of those restricted permissions? So we'll go ahead and click Protect. We are now jumping into the POV of Sneaky Jeff. And Sneaky Jeff is one of those identities that had these permissions restricted. So he is trying to edit some inbound rules to a security group in EC2. He's trying to go ahead and save these rules, and he gets an error code. So what does this kick off? This kicks off an automated access request workflow that we call permissions on demand. And so right now we are in the point of view of Sneaky Jeff's approver. So you're able to go in the product and actually establish who an approver is for any set of identities, machines or humans, right? And so the approver will get a message like this into any integrated chat ops tool you like. Right now we're in Slack, and they're able to review what happened and either approve or deny. So we're going to go ahead and approve. We're back at Sneaky Jeff. We are in AWS. We go to save those rules, and success, it really is that fast. The permissions on demand is such a quick way to grant access on the fly, and it takes about minutes. So we'll jump back into the product now, and we just walk through how to address excessive privilege by scope. And now we're going to actually show this service view. So here's a list of various services you're using in your cloud. We're going to use AWS Identity and Access Management. So we'll pop up here. You'll see AWS IAM has 39 sensitive permissions. So we'll go in and jump into Acme Automation here. And you can see that there are 3 identities that have sensitive activity detected. So these identities are actually going ahead and using this large set of sensitive permissions, right? And so when your team goes to protect and restrict all the access to sensitive permissions that's going unused, those 3 identities will be completely unaffected as they're added as exemptions to the policy, right? So there is 0 interruption to the access and the work that your team needs to be doing, but you are getting complete and instant risk reduction. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for this quick use case walkthrough.